For Thursday the 10th of May 2018, welcome to another update from the Force 13's Australia Oceania channel, and with the federal leader of the opposition to give his budget response tonight. We have severe weather to impact possibly 4 states, and we have a look at the latest GFS total accumulated precipitation. Rainfall scale is the right hand side of the screen, and we have a very complex low pressure system to develop. There are several warnings in place. Also, one flood watch for various parts of the state of Victoria. And again, it's the area in purple and yellow. Severe weather warning for damaging winds is now in force for the Murray Lands, upper southeast, lower southeast, and parts of the Mount Lofty ranges. A vigorous southern airstream on the eastern flank of a developing low pressure system near Tasmania will extend over the southeast of the state this morning. Localised damaging winds averaging 50 to 65 kilometres an hour with gusts of around 90 kilometres an hour are forecast. Over coastal parts of the warning area, damaging wind gusts extending over the remainder of the warning area during this morning, and the damaging winds will most likely be associated with squally showers and thunderstorms. Locations which could be impacted on: Mount Gambier, Murray Bridge, Narracoot, Victor Harbour, Lameroo, Menangie, Bordertown, Karwunda and Keith. A wind gust of 100 kilometres an hour was observed at Cape Jaffa just after 8 AM this morning. A gale warning is currently in force for the south central, upper southeast, lower southeast coast. Strong wind warning is also in place for the Adelaide metropolitan waters, the central coast, the Spencer Gulf of St Vincent, Investigator Strait. And a similar warning will be in place for the Adelaide metropolitan waters, South Central Coast, Gulf of St Vincent, Investigator Strait, Upper South East, Lower South East Coast for Friday. There's also a sheep graziers advisory for the Mount Lofty ranges, York Peninsula, Kangaroo Island, Flinders, Mid-North Riverlands, the Murray Lands, upper southeast, lower southeast, and the northeast pastoral forecast districts. Now we have a look at the local Adelaide radar. This was recorded earlier this morning. Then we switch across to the state of Tasmania. Biometeorology in Tasmania has issued a road weather alert for the Central Plateau, Midlands, East Coast, Upper Derwent Valley, South East forecast districts. And now we have a look at the radar for Tasmania. Severe weather warning for damaging winds is in place For King Island, other related islands, southeast, northeast, east coast, central north, central plateau, Midlands, parts of the western upper Derwent Valley, northwest coast forecast districts, damaging south to southeasterly winds during Thursday afternoon and Friday. Locations which may be affected: Launceston, St Helens, the Swansea, Hobart, Gippsland and Dover. A flood watch is currently in place for the eastern half of the state of Tasmania. There's the area under warning. A complex low pressure system approaching southeast Australia. Significant rainfall is expected during Thursday, Friday across the eastern half of the state. Catchments are dry in the central eastern parts of the state. The northwest Ewan catchments are relatively wet from previous rainfall, with a rise expected in response to the forecast rain. Gale warning: Derwent Estuary, Frederick Henry, Norfolk Bays, Storm Bay, Channel far northwest, lower southeast, southeast, southwest, central west coast. Strong wind warning is in place for the upper east coast. Small craft alert, central plateau lakes. A gale warning will be in place far north, west coast, Bass Strait, Franklin Sound, east of the Flinders Island, upper east, lower east, south east, southwest, central west coast for Friday. Strong wind warning: Derwent Estuary, Frederick Henry, Norfolk, Storm Bays, Channel, central north coast. That's for tomorrow, along with the same small craft alert. A sheep grazier's warning is also in place for various islands: central north, Midlands, east coast, upper Derwent Valley, southeast forecast districts. Now we have a look at the instability outlook out to 2200 hours tomorrow. Bureau of Meteorology in Victoria has a gale warning in place for the west central coast. However, they've cancelled the warning for the central Gippsland, East Gippsland. Then for Friday, a gale warning for the Port Phillip, Western Port, Gippsland Lakes, the west coast, central coast, central Gippsland coast, East Gippsland. Now we have a look at the wind factor. A severe weather warning is currently in place for damaging winds, heavy rainfall for the central east Gippsland, north, central, west, south Gippsland, parts of the southwest, northeast forecast districts. Bureau of Meteorology in the Victorian office has a multi-centre low pressure complex forming near Tasmania today, expected to intensify as it moves just east of the Bass Strait during Friday. The low will gradually move eastward across the Tasman Sea later Saturday and during Sunday. Damaging winds 60 to 70 kilometres an hour with a gust to 90 to 100, likely to develop near the far southwest coast this afternoon and evening, gradually translating eastwards during Friday to affect the central, north central and later Gippsland Alpine areas, with peak gusts in the Alps around 120 kilometres an hour. Now we look at the precipitation, and the white in the black box or square is pressure. Heavy rain may lead to flash flooding expected during Friday morning over the watering area east of Starwell. Initially over western central areas, but later extending to Gippsland in the Alpine areas. Heavy rain is expected to contract eastward later Friday, likely to be confined to the East Gippsland region on Saturday. Now here's a look at the Navy's NAFGEM. They're picking up on this low pressure system. Locations which may be affected by the damaging winds, heavy rainfall: Warrnambool, Seymour, Maryborough, Ballarat, Geelong, Melbourne, Traralgon, apologies for pronunciation on that one, and Barnsdale. Now here's the UK Met. We also have a sheep graziers warning for the Mallee, Wimmera, Northern Country, North Central, North East, South West, Central West, South Gippsland and East Gippsland. Initial flood watch for Gippsland and the Upper Yarra catchments. There's the area under the current severe weather warning. So we have the Bem, Cane, Genoa, Snowy, Tambo, Mitchell, Avon, Thompson, Latrobe, I won't attempt that one, I'll get it right, but not in this update, and the Yarra River. Catchments within the floodwatch area: dry rainfall totals up to 25 millimetres have been recorded in the Upper Yarra catchment during the last 24 hours. Totals of 50 to 100 millimetres expected across the Gippsland catchments during Friday afternoon, Saturday, with high falls of 125 to 150 millimetres possible across the Gippsland ranges and the 12-hourly rainfall. And this is across the forecast period, and we have a close look at Victoria, and it's going to be the area to the north of Barnsdale, northeast up to Omeo. And this is a GFS model. These various images, it's not the GIF file. Central pressure of this very complex low could deepen down to around 985 millibars. And up here in the northern New South Wales, or I should say further south, has the surf warning will be in place: Illawarra, Batemans, Eden Coast.